One of my most vivid memories of childhood Christmases is having to sit down and write thank you letters, usually on Boxing Day. I seem to remember that in some years those stockings that came full of Cadbury's chocolate bars had cut out thank you cards that you could fill in and send to your aunts and uncles who'd bought you something, thus saving valuable playing time. Now I'm a little older, I'm more often on the receiving end of those thank you letters. But I'm always pleased to receive them, and not just because I enjoy the thought of my grandchildren having to sit down to write them. Being thanked for things is very special. We've been greatly encouraged over these past months by the many emails and phone calls thanking us for all the things we've been doing through the lockdown. To know that someone appreciates something is a great boost. We don't do things in order to receive thanks, but those words of gratitude give us a tremendous lift. But do we make a habit of thanking people? Do we thank those who serve us in shops or sell us tickets at the train station? Do we thank those who call us on the phone for a chat? Those who care for us? Do we thank the person driving the bus that we're travelling on? The list, of course, can go on, but the point is to remember those words of thanksgiving and to foster a habit of gratitude. People say that smiles are infectious, that when you smile at someone, they'll pass on that smile to someone else. I wonder if thanks are a bit like that. We thank someone for something they've done for us or said to us, and they in turn pass on thanks to someone else. What a difference that can make to the world. But giving thanks is not limited to each other, of course. We should always be willing and eager to thank God for things. In a couple of weeks we will celebrate our Harvest Festival. This year we won't be able to sing the rousing harvest hymns in church, nor will we be able to bring our harvest gifts to the front of church, but we will still be able to thank God for everything that He provides for us, which is surely the central point of the festival. The danger is, I suppose, that we might limit our thanks to this one festival. Psalm 136 is a lovely psalm of thanksgiving. It begins, "Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good." And as we read through the verses, we travel through time with the psalmist, from creation, through the escape from Egypt and the settlement in the Promised Land, and finally for all God's provisions. There's a repeating refrain in every verse, "For His steadfast love endures forever." God's love endures forever, but sadly our thanks are a bit more sporadic. So how can we make Thanksgiving much more part of our lives? Here's a couple of very simple things that we could all do. First is to say grace before food, as a reminder that everything comes from God. Second, at the end of each day, make a point of thinking back over the day and thanking God for conversations, for things we've done, for things we've learned. Another one is on anniversaries or birthdays or wedding anniversaries, look back over the past year and thank God for events and people and His constant presence with us. But for now, here's a lovely thank you prayer, thanking God for all His wonderful love for us. So let's just pray it now. Gracious God, for your love for us, gentle as a shower, healing our pain, binding our wounds, we give you thanks. For your love for us, sure as the dawn, transforming our darkness, revealing your truth, we give you thanks. For your love for us, mercifully steadfast, calling us to you, raising us up, we give you thanks. For your love for us, encouraging questions, open to doubts, making us vulnerable, we give you thanks. Urge us on, O Christ, to find wholeness through serving you, by serving others, in the power of your Spirit. Amen.